But we here at Vintage Droiatics, we do a monthly cross marketplace train with Mr. Eccentric. I love it. I think it's going great. And I think that I know that our last theme, which was a drop train, was a little difficult. We heard from some people, and so we decided to change the theme and change the date. So 1 second okay, founders chat. Okay, how about this? New cross marketplace train with Mr. E, date and theme. Tune in now to hear more. Quick founders chat, come say hi. Okay, we will share this out. Okay, we posted it. So the new date, guys, is June 30th. It is a Monday. And we typically don't do anything on Mondays. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Maybe on a Monday night after going back to work, people will be like, I'm ready to shop. So it will be a Monday. We had it originally scheduled for this Tuesday, but I did not want to I didn't want it to be a lack of promotion. I wanted to make sure that we promoted. So now the theme is much easier. The theme is nature. So nature. This is just a bush at my mom's house. I'm actually here with my mom for a few days. But as many of us know, jewelry can have nature themes, flowers or leaves or scenes that are like hand painted, insects, like a bumblebee or a firefly. Well, I've never seen firefly jewelry. Dragonfly. So anything that you feel represents a theme. That can be also trinket boxes and like small household goods. We're always a little bit more flexible with that with the collaboration train because Mr. E, he is a little bit of everything. So if our jewelry attic sellers want to throw in like a vase, that's fine. Like totally cool. Especially if the vase looks like a tulip. Very cool. Very nature. So that will be June 30th. So if Mr. E were here, we would be talking about how we really tried to get our sellers on board for this drop train. And what the drop train is, if you ever want to try it, is that you have a lot of items and you show the lot and then you run the auction, but you run it based on, well, you keep dropping items into the lot if people are bidding. So it's like you show them maybe like 5 potential items, but you might only drop 3 because maybe there's only 2 bids. But it's hi Bella, hi Kathy. But yeah, I think you guys were just like, that's really complicated. So I think that's a theme for a more advanced seller. There's definitely sellers that are doing it. And I think that it's worth a shot for those of us that might have a lot of inventory, but we just found that maybe it's not a good theme for the cross marketplace train in general. Hey, Bella! I'm also waving hello to you. So Bella, aka Kathy, I'm just going to call you Bella. We changed the theme for the cross marketplace train with Mr. E. So we have a few spots. Amy just signed up. Good job, Amy. Thanks, Amy. Amy of South Jersey Mom is going to kick us off. She's like, let me get in that. So it looks like we're full. We can do a wait list for a VJA spot. So if you want a spot and you're with Vintage Droiatics, sign up for the wait list. Maybe we'll extend it a little bit if we get a Mr. Eccentric spot filled for the last spot. Maybe we can extend it to 11 EST. So we would want that seller to be, maybe Central or PST. Kathy, I think you're PST, right? I'm not sure. So yeah, so we do have it pretty full because we had announced it early. If you signed up and you were a original sign up and you thought it was going to be Tuesday, June 24th, just know it's now Monday, June 30th. Nature theme. You can remove yourself. That's totally fine. Just go in there, delete yourself. Okay, you are EST. So 11 might be kind of late for you, my love. Unless you would want to start at 5. Well, we'd have to do a Mr. E at 5:30. So, but still, you are more than, put yourself on the wait list, especially Kathy, if you're interested, because people do cancel and like back out. It happens. So we would love to have you. And I love how I can always see that people are in here. Do you guys see? These are the emojis that represent that people are in the Word doc. So we do have Amy kicking us off, and then Debbie of Gypsy Warrior with Mr. E, Diana of Arctic Angels with Vintage Jewelry Addicts, Macy of Macy Finds with Mr. Eccentric. Yes, and Kathy, this is in the live train chat right now, but I will also send it to you. I'm happy to send it to you personally. Let me copy the link. Okay, so Macy, Macy's Finds, Maria, Ladybug GTV. I saw Maria pop in. How are you, Maria? Elsie, the Thrifting Teacher, Mr. E, Kristen, Keely Kristen, Vintage Jewelry Addicts, Becky of Lucky Duck with Mr. Eccentric. Becky, I think she moved, so I'm glad to see her back. Monica of Maximalist Manor. Monica has really stepped up and shown herself to be an awesome seller. I'm so proud of her. And we just need a Mr. Eccentric spot. So I never take it personally if you guys are like, oh, I'd rather sell over at Mr. E. That's totally fine with me. We do have a lot of crossover. I don't mind at all. So something else I wanted to really quickly talk about. I will talk about it again tomorrow, but it's something that I knew, but I didn't think that it would be something that I should really remind you guys about. And that is, I'm going to just close my laptop so I can hold this. And I know we only have a few live viewers, but if you are a seller and you're noticing a discrepancy, aka a difference in fees removed from your final sale, I was reminded that there's going to be higher and lower fees with the processing fee because some people use debit card, some people use general credit card, and some people use Amex. So unfortunately, and I wish this weren't the case, but unfortunately, if we have a buyer who likes to use Amex or has Amex connected to their district account, we endure more fees because Amex is one of the most, or it is the highest fee generating credit card. If a buyer uses PayPal or debit, it's the least. And then always remember that there's always a 30-cent transaction fee with every sale. And that is why, even though, of course, I want you guys to feel the freedom to do whatever you want, but I think $1 starts, it just wipes away any chance of income because of the processing fees and because of that 30 cents. So it's good to really consider minimum $3, but really minimum $5 starts. I think, personally, I think there's no difference between $1 and $5. I think we want customers like that. We don't want customers that just want $1 grabs, but it just can really set you up to be frustrated if you're running $1 starts and then you notice that you made literally 17 cents. I do not want that for anyone. Right, Kathy? Do not want that. But a $5 start, I mean, I know personally, I'm like, oh, $5 easy, you know? And then you guys, as the sellers or anyone as a seller, you'll make more in the $3 something range. So after the fees. But again, if you're like, I'm kind of noticing some differences, it's probably because some of your customers are using Amex, some are using like a Chase credit card, or I'm trying to think of like another major brand, like MasterCard or Visa. So MasterCard, Visa, Amex. I don't know if anyone uses Discover anymore. I don't even know if it exists. And then debit and PayPal. So they're all slightly different. If you want to pay less of a transaction fee, the key is to bundle people's items together and send them a private listing. Again, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, but I don't want you guys to be eating all these fees. So let's say Kathy is selling me 6 items. So she should say, you know what, I'm going to delete all the listings. I'm going to make you a private listing that has a photo of all of the items and then a set price. And then you purchase that one listing. And that will save Kathy 6 times 30, about $1.50. About $1.50, which, you know, of course, is not a gazillion dollars, but it does pay off, especially actually, I would say it pays off with like the shipping supplies, because shipping supplies, as we all know, cost like 25 cents every poly mailer minimum. So there's that. So if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. This was a conversation that I had with a seller who was just like, why are my fees so high on certain items? And I gave it a look, and I'm still going to contact district and just make sure, but I'm pretty confident it has to do with different credit cards. And it's just something, unfortunately, that we can't really avoid unless we ask our customers not to use. Amex, I think that's kind of the key, but I think some people prefer, because of course Amex gives a lot of points. So I have Amex. I have an Amex Green card, which is like $150 a year. I don't use it all the time, but it does give pretty good points. So, but besides that, guys, I just wanted to pop on. I just wanted to kind of show my face. I'm going to be live again tomorrow. We'll go over the weekend live sales, which I'm really excited about. We will go over the Mr. E Cross Marketplace train. And then also we have a Sterling testing demo on Monday night. So I will also remind everybody about that tomorrow. But that Sterling testing demo, that's with Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures. And then actually the husband of Debbie of Gypsy Warrior, which he is our special guest. His name is Eric. So they'll be live at 8 p.m. They're going to own the stage, rock the stage, and just really show us how to test our Sterling, why we should be testing our Sterling. Hi, Jamie. The value of testing our Sterling. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many reasons why you should test your Sterling. I'm going to dive a little bit more into it tomorrow when I have a bigger audience, but just make a mental note not to miss it. I will stream it to YouTube, and that enables me to download the training and keep it, whether I want to upload it somewhere else or keep it as a link for other people, because I do want everyone in the community to really, because we're going to have more new sellers, we're going to have more new members. I want everyone in the community to find that that training. So it might be something that I can, in our seller conversation, or have Jamie send to all of our new sellers so that they can check it out. Unfortunately, it's really out of our hands that a lot of these manufacturers through the eras, I'd say probably starting in the 90s, were marking items as 925 and they weren't 925. So it's like fake Tiffany's or fake Von Cleef or fake, trying to think of another label. I guess, what's that other brand? It starts with a P. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I just saw Pandora, fake Pandora. So we can't really test for fake Tiffany's, but we can test for fake materials. So that is, I mean, that's really empowering, because it will give us more power also as sellers to ask other sellers, have you tested this? Especially if we're buying lots from people or buying lots from pickers. And yeah, it's just really invaluable information so that we all just get good stuff. We get the real stuff, but unfortunately we can't just expect that people are giving us real sterling. And I'm sure I have falsely sold sterling silver because I have never tested sterling silver. So I'm totally guilty as charged as well. So I'm really looking forward to the training. Yeah, Kathy, I know. Yeah. I actually just bought a lot of sterling on eBay. And the reason I bought it, it was such a good price, is the seller said that some of it she had tested and it was real, and some of it she hadn't tested and it wasn't real. So I was like, okay, I believe you. I totally believe you. But now I have to test myself and figure out what's real and what's not, because I bought like 12 items. So yeah. What was I going to say? I'm sure the same is with like 14 karat gold as well. I'm sure. Yeah, we just have to look out for each other best we can. But it's going to create a better reputation for Vintage Jewelry Addicts and for you guys as sellers, for buyers to know, hey, I know this seller tests, or they've screwed up and they've refunded me because maybe it wasn't real and like the buyer tested it. I mean, all of that goes into trust. Of course, we all make mistakes. totally believe that, you know, just to be successful, you have to make mistakes along the way. But what's important is that, you know, we learn how to take accountability and learn how to change it for the future, you know? So that's awesome, Bella. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not sure what Diana and Eric will be suggesting as things to buy. So we will have to see. We will have to see. But I will be on that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But again, guys, if for some reason you can't tune in, I will reshare it. I will have the link. I will stream to YouTube. So we'll have it forever. Again, I'm going to talk about all of this tomorrow. But if anyone is listening in and you think that you have something you can teach, please reach out. We're always looking for more people to go live, to say, hey, this is something I know. I'm someone that's an expert on micro mosaic. I'm someone that's an expert on 1970s Avon. Just own it. Or even if you don't think you're an expert, but you have some insights, it will help all of us. So, and I also think, I think it helps you as a seller too, to get your name out there without selling. And so people remember you so that when you sell, they're like, oh yeah, you gave us all that invaluable information. So now I want to see what you have to sell. All right, guys, I just wanted to be on here for a few minutes. I am outside, so I have a little bit of light. I am taking care of my mom here for a few days. And what was I going to say? The house is very dark. It's a very dark house. And I did not bring my ring light. So when I go live tomorrow, I'll probably be live outside as well. We do have a packed weekend of live sellers. Woo, woo! And next week, again, we have the Sterling Silver training, but we don't have a train. So we'll take a nice little break next week. But again, the Mr. E Vintage Jewelry Addicts train has been rescheduled for Monday, June 30th. We have one spot open for Mr. E. If you are a vintage jewelry addict that wants to sell with Vintage Jewelry Addicts, please sign up for the wait list. And I'm going to repost. Well, actually, just go to the train discussion chat. But Kathy, I will send that link to you as soon as I get off this live. So you have it in your inbox. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to pop off, and I will see you guys again tomorrow around 12 o'clock. All right. Good night.